What is going on, y'all? Travis here, back with the next episode of Criminal Minds, Season 3, Episode 2. Let's get into it, shall we?
Hello again, trying to solve life's how's your
Bon
life?
Jovi.
Good to see you smile. Be just
Oh, I thought we were having a nice romantical
Reed?
moment. I
What
guess
are you
not.
doing here?
Gideon didn't answer his phone.
Have you been here all night?
We were supposed to play chess.
Here.
Yeah, he hasn't been back to his apartment since,
Right. I need to brief the team, so.
Is Hodge here?
He's not due for a half hour.
Are you sure you're okay?
Yeah, fine.
You're doing the right thing.
I know.
Getting suspended was a blessing in disguise. We deserve a normal life.
Well, what are you gonna do now?
I love you.
I love you too.
It's weird seeing him in a t-shirt.
What, no Hodge, now no Gideon?
No, not yet.
Yeah, these guys have been out 2 weeks. Least they could do is be on time.
Because you're never late.
So where's Prentice?
Our phone keeps going straight to voicemail.
Well, this room just keeps getting smaller and smaller, doesn't it?
Should we wait 15 minutes?
We can just brief them on the plane right now. Police task force in Milwaukee needs our help. They've had 4 murders over the past 3 weeks. They've all been women in their 30s, all married with children. They've all been abducted from the area of Wauwatosa, from very public places. There's no witnesses.
How are we even certain it's the same killer?
For starters, all of the bodies have been dumped in the city's 3rd ward. And then there's this.
Is that what I think it is?
All the hearts have been cut from their bodies.
While they're alive, gross.
George Washington said, "Let your heart feel for the affliction and distress of everyone."
Man, am I glad to see you.
Where are you headed?
Milwaukee. Looks like an ugly one. Catch you up on the fly.
I'm meeting with the section chief.
Okay, so I'll wait. Trust me when I tell you things have been a little bit shaky around here.
Morgan, I'm requesting a transfer.
What?
Is that a joke?
No, it's not a joke. Strauss has suspended me once already. The writing's on the wall.
We both know that suspension was bogus. What if we don't want a new unit chief?
Well, maybe the next one won't be such a drill sergeant.
Look, man, are you a pain in my ass? Yes, sir. But wanting to hang out with you and needing you to lead this team are 2 very different things.
It's been a privilege.
I was hoping you'd do the right thing. Have you given any thought to what department you'll request?
I was under the impression that if I left the BAU, I'd have my choice.
I'll consider it after I fully complete my investigation. You were a prosecutor. What about heading up a white-collar crime task force? That'll get you home at nights at a reasonable hour.
Sorry to interrupt. I've decided to resign from the FBI, effective immediately.
I don't understand.
I'm taking the Foreign Service exam. I stand a good chance of landing in the State Department.
Prentice, I think that's a mistake.
Don't try to talk me out of it. Garcia saw my name on the list, and she already tried. If she can't talk someone out of doing something, no one can. Sorry for the interruption. But, sir, it's good to see you back. The team needs you.
Oh,
I'll be overseeing this case until I can assign your replacement.
In order to function effectively, this team needs stability.
I believe it's time that they were out from underneath you, Jason Gideon.
why is she such a hater? Why is she such an asshole? What's her angle? Why?
You know, from this angle,
It's Martha Stewart
almost looks
looking.
human.
Has anyone talked to Emily yet?
She was gone before I heard the news.
Now we're down 2 agents and Gideon's MIA.
Is this Strauss ever been at the office?
I believe it's protocol to brief everyone before we arrive at the crime scene.
Yes, ma'am. He holds them 48 hours with no sexual assault. And then he dumps their bodies with their hearts carved out of their chests.
There's an obvious dichotomy in the skill the unsub exhibits. The fact that he cuts their hearts out so crudely.
We're probably looking at somebody in a psychotic break. Somebody's very comfortable being around blood, but obviously doesn't have the skills of a surgeon.
So do we have a working theory?
Sure we do. Somebody really doesn't like women.
A working theory.
Is it appropriate to ask whether I could talk you out of it?
Heard you got a bigger office.
A swanky new map and everything. It's the Milwaukee file. JJ wanted me to give it to you.
I'm not working it.
I'm just following orders. You found a new body this morning. The others are headed straight to the scene.
All these people can't be leaving at the same time, right?
Through the FBI,
Derek Morgan.
Vic Walensky, Milwaukee PD.
You worked the Jeffrey Dahmer case.
16 years ago,
I've studied it.
and you remember my name?
He remembers everything.
What can you tell us?
Local merchant noticed her a few hours ago. Considering he didn't see her when he first came to work, figure she was dumped there between 7:50 and 8:05. Same window as the others. Wauwatosa, all the women were abducted from there in the afternoon and turned up here in the morning 2 days later.
And no one saw anything.
Well, he wraps the bodies so they're not immediately recognizable. My guess is he has a van or a truck, something he can back up so he's shielded when he makes the drop.
He's trying to demean them, putting them out like trash.
This guy might work or live around here.
What can you tell us about the victim?
She was taken from a supermarket. Most days she would have been picking up her son at school. He was spending the afternoon at a friend's.
You should have called us sooner.
I thought we had a handle on it.
Apparently not.
Excuse me, sir.
We need to work with these detectives.
I'm sorry?
We don't generally criticize them.
Are you saying it wouldn't be helpful if he had contacted us sooner?
Of course.
I'm
it's
saying you
always,
don't have the finesse and don't know how to
the
talk
better.
to these
Right.
people, so stay in your fucking lane.
And Agent
Go
Giroux.
back to your office.
Don't question me again.
You don't know what you're fucking talking about, lady. I don't like her.
Is Jack still napping?
I thought this was over.
It is. I'm just curious.
In all fairness, didn't you know what you signed up
Hello?
for, ma'am?
What did the section chief say?
She suggested that I transfer to a task force.
Would you have to travel?
No, I'd have a 9-to-5 life.
Then it's a no-brainer.
Ah,
Hey.
How's it going?
Well, Strauss just offended the lead detective 45 seconds into her first crime scene. This isn't about to get any better, is it?
Morgan, listen. Milwaukee schools start at 8:10, and they get out at 3:10. Every abduction has taken place within 15 minutes of school getting out, and each body was dumped within 15 minutes of the first bell.
the janitor.
Any idea how he's getting control of these women?
So far, we're coming up blank.
Keep me posted.
You scared me.
I'm looking for my dad.
Are you lost?
I'm not lost. I'm just not sure where I am.
Okay, maybe I can help you.
He's using his kid to abduct these women.
this is what your dad said?
If anything happened to meet him on the side because it would be so crowded.
Hey, there you are. I was worried. Hi.
I'm sorry I tricked you. My dad's just shy.
I want you to smile and ask him if you can come home with us, or I'm gonna gut the boy like a deer.
Would you mind if I came home with you?
I'd like that.
Well then.
Hey, what do we know?
Woman's name is Claire Thompson. Her car's in the parking lot, but she's not inside.
Is that the husband?
Yeah.
JJ, take Strauss with you.
I had the department store uplink the security footage to your analyst in Quantico.
Baby girl, please tell me
Baby
something
girl.
I wanna hear.
Statuesque god of sculpted chocolate.
How about something I don't already know?
I have a sweet tooth.
Did you
Oh.
locate the missing girl in the
Same
security
girl.
footage?
Coming your way in 5, 4, 3, 2.
I love that.
Keep me on speaker, will ya?
She doesn't seem to be on anyone's radar.
Who's the kid?
Does Claire Thompson have a son?
Looks like the kid's lost.
That's it. And then they turn down a hallway with no security camera and we lose them.
Get a list of missing kids, see if we can make out a
Not
resemblance. to any of
missing,
them.
probably. It's probably his frickin' kid.
Damn. Something Hodge said. All of the abductions and disposals were timed around school. He thought the unsub might work in the system. What if this guy's actually using his own son to lure his victims? Detective Walensky told us you're trying to
gross.
single out trucks and vans. The unsub is dumping his victims in a business district. He may even have some type of company logo on the side of his vehicle.
You know that he abducts the women in Wauwatosa and then dumps their bodies somewhere in the third ward. Most
He's
unsubs
a
keep their area
UPS
of
man.
control.
The unsub probably lives in Wauwatosa to the third ward. People who live there know the unsub.
There's no sexual component to these crimes. It's more about the unsub making a point. He's cutting their hearts out.
It might just be that this is the sickest way the unsub knows to disfigure the women and throw them out like trash. We can't really know.
What is this guy doing with these women for 48 hours? Why is he willing to use his own son to abduct them?
It's likely that he has what we call borderline personality disorder. They think that all relationships revolve entirely around them. And when they set their mind to something, absolutely. There is no gray area.
Tense bouts of anger or depression, problems drinking. He'd also be highly sensitive to rejection.
And one last thing. It is not easy to crack clean through breastbone. You're dealing with a guy who works with his hands. He's used to hard labor.
Good work with your hands. Wait, does he keep the heart? Those are all the hearts that he kept? Kind of a snack for a psycho.
Take that out of your mouth and you're gonna be really quiet. Like a doll. Shh, 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 shh. Oh, that's good. Next, we're gonna go upstairs and you're gonna be really, really nice to the boy. Not like the little bitch we both know you are. You understand?
I understand.
He's got mommy issues.
Got it!
Here you go. Good boy.
Ah, it's the best.
It's Morgan.
Hey, what's up?
You know I wouldn't be calling you unless it was desperate.
Still no Gideon?
Reed's starting to worry about him. We really need you out here, man.
Morgan, I've already put in for the transfer. It's a done deal.
It's not in the system, Hodge. I checked. Come on, you know this case. We think he might be using his own kid to lure these women, man. He just picked up another one. Hodge.
I got to think.
What are you doing?
Multiplication.
Multiplication. That's hard.
It's extra credit.
Maybe I can help you.
It's okay.
I'm really good at math.
The boy has got to learn to do things by himself.
No, of course.
But you can make me a sandwich.
Ah,
Okay.
Let's go clean up your room.
what the fuck? This isn't gonna go well. You didn't hear her banging on the window, bro?
What the hell are you doing?
Keep your voice down. Gideon didn't show in Milwaukee and the team needs me.
You're not working on this case.
Can't just switch off my loyalty, Haley.
Who are you being loyal loyal to?
Team needs me.
They need Gideon.
You know what this guy's doing to women in Milwaukee? Using his son to lure them, and then he's cutting their hearts out.
Aaron, stop! Don't make me the monster. I feel sick about these women. When this case is over, there will be another one, and another one. It is never going to stop.
This is who I am.
No, this is what you do.
I'm trying to do the right thing here, and I would really appreciate a little support.
Oh, that's right. You always need to be the hero. Obviously, a happy life isn't enough for you. Aaron, I need you here.
And I will be here as soon as this case is over.
Lies.
Yeah, well, make sure you give your son a kiss before you leave.
I mean, I get it, but like, chill.
Can I come in? The team needs us. They're working a case in Milwaukee. Gideon hasn't shown up, and don't tell me you quit or I put in for a transfer. They're both still hung up in the system. Technically, we're in dereliction of duty by not being there.
I'm sorry, I can't go.
Sorry I barged in.
Wait, can I ask, why are you really here?
I told you.
Get you to go.
I think Strauss came to you and asked for dirt on me.
Why would she do that?
I think if you have your eyes on top leadership at the FBI, you want to know who might stand in your way.
What could I have told her?
That one of my agents might have murdered a suspect in cold blood, or another might have a serious drug problem which I didn't report. I think she put you on our team and expected something in return. You quit, rather than whisper in her ear.
I told you, I hate politics.
Come to Milwaukee. I'll make you a deal. If your ready bag isn't here, packed, I won't bug you anymore. If it is, I want you on that plane with me. One more case.
I already turned in my badge and my gun.
That's just hardware.
Everybody can't be leaving and quitting and going somewhere else now.
It used to be a running joke that if you told people you were from Milwaukee, all they wanted to talk about was Happy Days reruns. And then Dahmer happens, they ask you about it as if it's entertainment. But I was in that apartment.
Gideon says that there are things that attach to you that you can never wash off.
Is it possible we're looking at this the wrong way?
What do you mean?
We're trying to zero in on the unsub. You guys tell me, but wouldn't the trauma manifest more clearly on the boy?
Can your analyst get a list of all the children in the area that we're targeting?
Garcia can get you whatever you want.
Talk dirty to me.
This is Section Chief Aaron Strauss.
Ma'am, I think it goes without saying that I was expecting it to be someone else.
I need a list of every grade school in the 3rd Ward.
Yes, ma'am. There appears to be 4 private
That's
schools
really
drawn from
funny.
that area.
And Wauwatosa?
That would be 9.
And how many students?
3,200.
Can you also get me a
Jeez.
list of every guidance counselor?
Certainly, ma'am. And again, I'd like to...
You need to present these counselors with a profile of a troubled kid.
The boy we're looking for is possibly from a single-parent home.
I don't like her.
He may have been caught stealing things from his female teacher.
He's more than likely clingy to maternal figures, hugging the female bus driver, the woman in the lunchroom.
His classmates might notice this inappropriate behavior and tease him.
That many?
I'm afraid so.
Thank you.
How was school?
Okay.
It's just okay.
Is the lady still at home?
Yeah?
Is she gonna leave?
I
don't want her to.
Sometimes things happen. Grown-up things.
I don't want this one to go.
But they all leave.
Maybe they all leave because of you.
Oh! I will not always be around! They all leave. Do you understand me? It's all right. I'm just trying to teach you something.
What an asshole.
Boy doesn't look like he could be any older than 7. Let's work youngest to oldest. Get the names of the parents, send them over to Garcia. This guy's dumping bodies between 7:30 and 8. That gives us a little over 12 hours to make something hit. Let's get it done.
Who's here?
Where do we start? How fast can you get us up to speed?
How fast can you sit down?
Strauss is gonna be pissed.
We're only here to help.
We'll deal with this later.
There's too many.
Keep looking, Reed.
Thank you, by the way, for giving Garcia that file to give to me.
Don't know what you're talking about. I didn't see Garcia before I left.
Garcia did it herself.
Did you sleep well?
Yeah.
Do you mind if I have some cereal?
Guess not. He's gonna kill you, you know.
Oh my god. She is dead. Oh no.
You all right? Okay.
I stepped on her hair.
If you need a second, take a second. This is what it is. Just don't let the public see you break down.
This is a different area from the other dump sites, isn't it?
He knows where all of our manpower will be, so he's just changing location.
How long before he changes when and where he abducts them?
If he does that, we're back at 0.
No. We gotta keep him out of here.
Morgan says you're worried about Gideon.
I keep on calling him, he doesn't call back.
He's probably at his cabin. That's where he goes when he needs to get away. Reed, I need your head in this.
I know.
So what's around the dump site?
You don't end up there by accident.
So we go back to the schools and we target problem kids whose fathers have held blue-collar jobs.
What if he's not a problem kid?
What is it, Reed?
Sometimes when a parent is unstable, You'll do anything to be the perfect child.
Like help your father abduct women?
They're never late for school. It's always timed perfectly so the kid will be on time to school. I don't think the killer would care. I think the kid would.
FBI technical analyst Penelope Garcia speaking.
Read a list of parents from the Wauwatosa School District. Eliminate any two-parent households.
You'll see it flying over the transom momentarily.
And one more thing, the pitches and the transfers and resignations stop now.
Yes, sir.
And Garcia.
Yes.
Thank you.
He's a kid that's a model student.
It's someone who tries to please in a way that the other teachers have probably talked about. Volunteering to skip recess to help clean the classroom, stuff like that.
David Smith.
Do you know his father?
It's such a sad story. He was diagnosed with an inoperable tumor, and his wife left the two of them.
She just left.
Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen to David.
Thank you for driving me.
I can't just leave you here. I have to make sure your dad's home.
I know.
Fuck
David's
that.
father could be someone you're looking for. He drops David off and picks him up every day.
Do you ever know what kind of car he drives?
It's something big. I know he does deliveries.
Ah.
Miss Bennett.
Continue working class.
We're looking for David Smith.
You just missed him.
Do you know where he went?
He wasn't feeling well, so the nurse volunteered to drive him home to help out David's father.
Damn, now you're doing the nurse? That's risky.
The boy's alone in the family room.
Where are your other agents?
Covering the other side.
Is there any sign of the nurse or the dad?
Go ahead. You want to scream? Scream. Go ahead.
That I'm here.
You dropped the boy off, I thanked you, and then you left. I'll find your car in the parking lot of Mayfair Mall.
So what are we doing here?
Secure the perimeter and wait for him to come out. We don't have probable cause.
She's right.
If he's got her, he waits 48 hours. He's not going to kill her yet.
He's changed the pattern of the dump site. We really want to gamble that he's sticking to the rest of the model.
Let me go in alone. The boy's in the family room. He'll answer the door.
No.
We need to get invited in that door. If he lets me in, I can signal as soon as I see anything that gives us cause.
You're not even in the FBI. She's interfering with the federal investigation.
If I'm no longer in the FBI, then you have no authority over me.
Prentice.
Thank you.
As soon as you have probable cause, give us a signal and get out of there.
They said, fuck you, Strauss.
Nobody knows better than me that we need to make this arrest.
And I agree. I don't like you, so fuck you too.
Hi, are you David? I'm Emily. Your dad asked me to come by.
He's busy.
Would it be okay if I came in and waited?
I guess so.
Thank you.
My dad says it's unsafe to leave the door unlocked.
Smart man.
We're waiting on her to go.
So, where is your dad?
He's working in there.
Is he alone? Would it be okay if I just let him know I was waiting?
He doesn't let me go down there when he's working.
No, you don't have to. I'm just gonna go and see if he's too busy. We can both be really quiet, okay? Can you be quiet?
Oh, shit.
Who is this? Where did she come from?
Said she was friend of yours.
Take this.
I can't.
Take it! It's okay. You put your finger on the trigger. There you go. And you point it right at her. This is their fault. We're doing the right thing. We're doing the right thing. Come on, point it.
Go!
How you gonna hand the kid the gun?
Drop the weapon, son.
That is so fucked up.
Give me the gun.
It's okay. Do what they say.
You okay?
Don't you feel like that's probably traumatic for like the actor too? Even though they know it's not real? Like a little kid, you know? I don't know. I always wonder about that. Like, don't you think that fucks with their mental state a little?
How's your head?
I'll live. Is it weird I'm glad to be back?
I'll make sure it stays official.
I'll be dead before I ever stand trial.
Good.
You know, I never even told the boy to bring me this last one.
How's she doing?
She's gonna be okay.
You know, I can't officially approve of how this transpired.
The arrest was clean. It would be a mistake to break up this team.
None of you will ever move up the chain of command. You know that.
Why would I ever want to leave the BAU?
Your wife is gonna be pissed.
You mean that? You're not gonna leave us?
I don't know. I gotta talk to Haley.
Haley is gonna be pissed. They have some jams in this episode. She's pretty hot.
With a broken heart that still bleeds.
She left?
The broken light, my
Well.
head on an open book instead.
Yeah, you can't handle it. You can't handle it, Strauss.
Gideon? Gideon?
He hasn't been there. Oh.
Spencer, I knew it would be you who came to the cabin to check on me. I'm sorry the explanation couldn't be better, Spencer. And I'm sorry it doesn't make more sense. But I've already told you. I just don't understand any of it anymore.
Here you go.
You get enough to eat, honey?
Oh, yeah.
Traveling?
Yeah.
Where are you headed?
Nowhere in particular?
How will you know when you get there?
That's a good question. Oh, that's a very good question. Have a great day.
Oh.
I guess I'm just looking for it again. For the belief I had back in college. The belief I had when I first met Sarah and it all seemed so right. The belief in happy endings.
So he's done. Wasn't he the main person of the show? Why do it the second episode of the third season? Why wouldn't they just build it into the finale of the second season for him to leave? Why? That must have been a decision that somebody made, him or somebody, like between seasons. He just didn't want to do it anymore, or they like a contract dispute or something. I don't fucking know. I did not expect him to leave. That seemed like goodbye, right? You can't tell me because of spoilers, but that episode was pretty good. The case was pretty good. I'm kind of like, hopefully we're done. Like if he's gone, hopefully that he's gone, and then like we stop with the whole transferring and I'm gonna quit and I'm gonna blah blah blah. Hopefully that like is just sprinkled and not like, because I feel like that could kind of get annoying if it's like a continuous like threat to leave or to transfer or to whatever, because I do really like all these people, but I wonder if they are going to replace him with someone. I don't fucking know. How exciting. What a cool case. This episode felt very much more like the vibes. You know what I mean? The last episode was weird vibes. This episode was kind of like heading back to how things seem like they should go. You know what I mean? I love this show regardless, though. Let me know what y'all thought about this one. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.